Hi guys, putting here with the game for you in my Tier 7 Russian battleship, the Sinop, or as I refer to it as the Snoop. Now, didn't write down the captain build again, I'm sorry, but this captain is going to look extremely familiar, and I'm not sure if it's a 19 pointer at this time or if I just free experienced it after this one, but this is the special Russian battleship captain. In here, I do believe, I could be mistaken, was grinding through the ship when I got enough tokens to get the captain. Now the other thing is I would have grinded through the entire line to get to the Kreml, but some people wanted to do some testing with the Kreml, and considering not a lot of people in the clan had it, I freed EXP to it, and then somebody came up with the bright idea of we'll just use bots, and I'm like, thanks a lot. So, if I was you, I would just grind through it. None of the ships are bad; they're all enjoyable. There's nothing for at least I would say just to skip through. I definitely would use free XP to not play them stock, but that's just about it. But if you really are having a difficult time, then free experience to the next one and see if that one is going to do better. It's usually around tier 7 when things start looking up for tech tree ships. Now, as you can see, we were top tier. There's a carrier in the game, and it's standard battle, which kind of means you don't really need to push hard at the start. But considering the Russian battleship flavor is the closer they get, the more accurate they are. Game plan is to just kind of get as close as we can, around 13-ish kilometers. Plenty of distance. I would feel comfortable staying away and still at the same time being close. Now, as you can see, I'm going off to the west to try to hold off this flank with the Scharnhorst, Omaha, and Minakazi. I was going to shoot at the floating citadel, the Pensacola, but then I seen the Fiji, and I'm like, yeah, let me take a crack at him. And definitely with the shell tracers, this is the special captain. Run into the Omaha, and you know what, guys? Battleships don't turn well. If you're the cruiser, battleships have the right of way. Even though I'm going to say sorry, it's just, you kind of need to pay attention to that. When a battleship tries to get all of his guns to bear on target, he's going to do a lot more damage than a cruiser, can to get all of his guns to bear. Managed to get a nice citadel on a gentleman. Now, I have been trying to do the sector thing with all of my ships, and I don't see it really working well for the strike coming in one side. So say it's coming in from the left, I have my sector on the right to get the planes when they're leaving. It seems that's when I get the most damage. So if you see me doing my sectors that way, that is the reason for it. Now, Pensacola is doing a good job of at least trying to stay angled, trying to keep distance so we can just use turning and slow movement for dodging, as I managed to still get one citadel on him. I slowed down because I wasn't too sure of Fiji dropping torps. I didn't want to sail into them. I do know they're 8-ish kilometers, but you know what? I run the risk of just sailing straight into them. There's no point. So all you have to do is slow down a little bit and then just continue running course. Also slow down to try to get shots in on the Pensacola, as I managed to finish off the enemy cruiser there. Now, my choice is deal with Pensacola or the Gnais, and the Pensacola knows what he's doing. He's going to make mincemeat out of me with the help of that BB, and I could potentially one-shot the Pensacola over not being without a detonation on the battleship. Now, I am slowing down to a stop. I meant to go reverse. I think I put this thing in reverse. I don't want to push the Gneiss. Gneiss has torpedoes. I do not. My torpedoes are in Dominikaze, who's in smoke. So, the Dominikaze's hopefully keeping the battleship at bay. The Mitsu, I know, has torpedoes, but I'm still going to try to take out the Pensacola in case that guy ever decides to switch to HE on a Bowen battleship. And I get one Citadel when he's sailing away from me, but when he's broadside, I can't get anything. But I'm well within comfortable distance of this Japanese premium battleship. But he is going back behind the island now. Luckily, the game showed that I was targeting him. And it's at this point when I said, you know what, I'm just going to go, I'm going to try to make my turn here. Or actually, I'm probably thinking I'm thinking of one of two things. I'm going to try to make my turn, or I'm just going to rush the Gneiss. And you know what? Whatever happens, happens. Now, luckily, because the Dominikaze went for it, the Gneiss had to make his turn to avoid torpedoes, which means that really all I've got to do is just slow down and just start reversing, and I should be fine against the Gneiss. Now, he's not targeting me, thank God, because he's probably thinking, I'm just going to continue to sail forward and do his torps, which, no. Gonna make the turn to... I'm making the turn because nobody's targeting me, which means those other gentlemen will not have my broadside, and the only one that will is the Gneiss, and he's not even looking at me. But I am cutting down to a quarter, gonna continue my turn to kind of kite. Now, the other thing is there was a DD that was going to our cap, and Citadel de Gneiss, don't ask me where that shell went. Now, I'm popping my fighter, like I said, just to deal with these planes after they leave. I knew I was going to eat the torpedoes, but I wanted to at least get the shots in on the Gneiss. Now, as we can see, everything's evened up. They've lost 3 cruisers, we've lost 3, we've lost DD. Points are still the same. I'm eating more torpedoes. Nope. Dropped them a little bit too close. Now, just a little tidbit information for you guys with the special Russian captain. If you pop your heel when his special ability, where you get the heal and a free DCP, pop your heal if you have it available. You will get so much more health out of it. I found this out by accident, and it's kind of turned into a wee bit of a controversy of this is why the captain is so powerful. Just because you can get that much more health back even while his ability is going. So try to save at least 1 heal for when you get extremely low, and then just pop that. And just let the special ability do the DCP for you so you can save 1. See the Fury Stacco, gonna take a shot at him because he's got 10-kilometer torps. Boom, there goes another Citadel and a cruiser dead. Now, we still got the pesky Gneiss, and for the Sinop here, it's kind of at distance to where your dispersion is not going to be great. But just because you don't have the best dispersion doesn't mean you shouldn't take the shots. I was waiting to see if he was going to do any turn or continue bow in, slow down. I was waiting to see what he was going to do, because I'm going to, obviously get behind this island into cover. Now, we are winning. We do have more points than them. So there is no real reason for us to push. If the DD wants to, fine, because, he can smoke up. He can get on cap, deny them their points. Or he can just open water shoot with a, carrier and, get extremely low health and probably die. Because that's usually what happens. But, we're going to continue with the Gnais because, well, one, he's what my guns are looking at, but he's low health. He's also was threatening the Mahan. Of course, he's no longer threatening the Mahan because he just killed the Mahan. Now, I've kind of put myself in a peculiar situation, but only one person is targeting me, which is kind of why I like priority target, which tells me the person I need to angle against is the Gnais. It looks like the Hood has his own problems with the North Carolina as the Mahan Torps come in and gets him some justice on the Gnais. Well played, Mahan. As we lose our carrier to the Hood. Now, in all honesty, I don't know why the Hood chose the carrier over the Numax, unless what he's thinking, I'll ram the Numax, kill the carrier, which would be okay, or he could just do I'll just kill both of them because, Numax wants to show broadside, and there was a carrier, so let me do that. Fortunately, I wasn't able to repay the kindness of a Citadel. Now, I'm just going to end up rushing this guy. Now, we're down on points, we're down on ships, and really not able to get any more health back until I take more damage, which is really the last thing on my mind. But I noticed the Hood is starting to turn a little bit to potentially get all of his guns to bear. Notice he stopped that, so I might as well take the shot, and I probably aimed poorly. I don't know why that would be so horrendous. I'll just take, I aimed poorly. But all I got to do is maintain angle against this guy. Now, I know he just shot his rear turrets, which, if he does this again, means he's going to be presenting some of a broadside. Now, of course, I don't exactly want to eat all these torpedoes, as what I am thinking here at this time is I'm going to take enough damage to where the special ability is going to come into play, but I kind of wanted to maintain advantage because I didn't want to show this guy too much broadside. Needed to survive long enough for the heal, and all I do is zoom out a little bit and manage to finish this gentleman. Unfortunately, I don't activate the special captain ability while my heal was running. And this, and this is why I was saying, I found this out by accident one time, so if you can remember to do that, do it. You will get so much more health. It's what I should have done, in all honesty, but it is what it is. So now we're going up against the Mitsu, who is low health, and I wanted to see if he's going to turn broadside or if he's going to stay bow on. Notice he's really not turning, but you know what? Might as well take the shot. And he ends up starting to turn for me, which was nice. Which leaves the Colorado and the carrier left. Now, I'm out of heals. I do not believe this special captain skill is popped yet, and if it did, I did miss it. So I'm still playing a little bit cautiously with pushing into these guys. The Sharn has more, the Nagato has more. I'm kind of using these guys as meat shields, as douchebaggery, as it may say. Sometimes it has to be done, and sometimes you have to realize you need to be the meat shield. You need to protect something that is low health. Because just keeping guns in the game can change the outcome, as we did see with that Z52 video I did show you guys. Just being alive was allowing us to get that game, even if I had died, it would have been a trade, and then Xanth would be the hero. But luckily, we all know how the Z turned out. Now, some guy is actually giving out coordinates for the carrier. If you did not know, that is a bannable offense. If somebody reports you for that, and Wargaming does see it, they can ban you for that. That is a bannable offense, so be careful about that. If the guy's AFK or if he drove into the corner and said, screw you guys, and left, it's a fine line, but it's still technically a bannable offense, giving away coordinates of ships. It's not like the CV is not trying. He has been trying. He could just be low on planes. This is the end of the game. He could be trying to come up to try to support this Colorado, who I have yet to take a shot. I'm really waiting for him to shoot or I get spotted. Something to happen, first, because, this guy can really, really just wreck me. Now, I see him shoot at those guys, and I'm spotted. Honestly, I don't know why I'm just waiting to take this shot. I could be could be looking at something, but you know what? I come back, take the shot at the Colorado. Now, I do believe I aimed a little bit high here. This was not the best well-aimed shot, so this is on me. But luckily, the Colorado shoots at those two guys. Now, the Colorado is, for whatever reason, still staying broadside to those two, but of course, with my reload and that guy's health, considering I just did 3k to him, this should be a nice kill, secure as it is. And here we go. The CV is rushing E whatever now. Of course, I'm going to turn my guns. I'm sitting on a possible crack, and you know what? Hats off to the carrier on going, we've lost, we're not going to win. Why let these guys chase me? Let's just move on with our lives and speed up this hopefully last 2 minutes. Now, it's at this point where I'm thinking, oh man, I might be able to get a Kraken. There's no way I'm going to get a Kraken, because there's a Char Norris and a Gato, and they're way closer than I am. And then somebody tries to do the stat shaming in chat. You know what? I did look up the guy who was stat shaming, and guess what? Your stats weren't that great either, so don't throw stones at glass houses. As I take a blind shot on the carrier, as boom, devastating strike, high caliber. Now the post-battle results. I hope you guys really did enjoy this replay. If I was you guys, just grind through these ships. These ships are fun. They're enjoyable. The Tier 7 especially is a good ship. I would definitely keep it. Would definitely keep the 8 and the 9. And, of course, I would sell the 10. I mean, keep the 10. Now, we do appreciate all the support you guys do give us. We do love the replays you send in, even the ranked ones. The email for that is in the description down below. Please remember to report. Yes, please remember to report. Please remember to compliment good players. For teamwork, communication, because we are quick to report, slow to compliment. On that note, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.